Well, good morning. Few things. I'm trying a new, it's not a foundation, but it's called a skin tint. I think it's very close. Only problem is it does not have SPF. So I do have my BB cream on underneath it because, Anyway, I think it'll match better when I get the color that I'm going to get in DR. But honestly, it's pretty good. We'll see how it holds up. We'll see if it settles or anything like that. But I'm okay. I like it. I like it. Anyway, here's the fit. Puppy's getting walked. I'm making the matcha, and then we're gonna head out. I'm super excited. What else is happening? Oh, I got a comment. I'm gonna fill you in on that later. Oh my God, the baby's outside. Hold on. There she goes. It's so cute. Okay. But anyway, I also am trying this new hair leave-in conditioner. Now my girlfriend Gabby recommended the Redken, but from what I understand, L'Oreal owns Redken, and so I went to look for something that had the same ingredients by L'Oreal, because the Redken was like $40 and L'Oreal was $8. The smell is amazing, and I feel like my hair is really soft and wonderful, so we'll see how that goes. Unfortunately, I'm leaving Wednesday, so I won't get to test it for long because, I don't have a travel size version of it, which reminds me, I do need to put all my stuff in travel size stuff. Anyway, I'll show you the fit, get the matcha going, and we'll chat. I know, very, very exciting. White bodysuit, jeans. These are my slippers, but I will be putting on my cozy Uggs because we're going to be walking, so get my steps in, But anyway, time for matcha. Somehow this is even more better. Somehow this is better than any other time I've made this. But anyway, let's spill some tea. I got a comment, and the comment was basically, girl, if you could live like this whole time, because it was on the post of my packing for DR, why did you ever even become a teacher? #jealous, which is fine. I mean, valid. But I don't know, and I responded with something along the lines of, something about being useful to society, and then realizing society just wasn't worth it. And while that is still valid, the truth is, society never valued me. And, I put in 10 years into the education system, and I worked my ass off. I worked so hard, and don't get me wrong, I have all the privilege in the world. I don't have any school debt, my parents took care of that for me. I never ever had to worry about when my next meal was. I always had a roof over my head. I always was safe at home. There are a lot of hurdles that I did not have to endure, that a lot of people endure. But at the same time, my parents instilled in me this ethic of working hard, and the harder you work, the more you'll get out of life, the more you'll get. And I quite literally worked until I wanted to die. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. I didn't want to wake up in the morning anymore. I was so burnt out from working. And I'm not just saying from education. I'm talking about building my business, from film, marketing and networking and connecting with people and, creating everything that needs to be created for a business. That was me. And while I wasn't the expert in filming, I learned to do that, and I did it, and I didn't edit, but I learned to edit. So I didn't do it for weddings, but I do it for this. But I learned all these things and I did all of these things, and then I was doing everything. And after 10 years of doing everything, I was exhausted and burnt out, and I had nothing left to give. And so it's not to discount everything, has its own path. And if I could be living the life I'm living now, I mean, let's also be clear. It's a little condo, but I own it. I'm not paying rent to anyone. I'm paying a mortgage, but it's mine. The mortgage doesn't change, taxes change, but the mortgage doesn't change, payments don't change. I'm paying the same interest rate that people would kill for now. There are privileges that I have that afford me a certain lifestyle. But I had to teach and do the things that I did for 10 years to get there. And also, like, if I had stopped teaching at year 5, like, I never would have met my sister who takes care of me and takes me on these amazing trips, So I put in my time. All that to say, people see things from the outside and they don't realize everything that you've endured. And at the same time, while I acknowledge my privilege and in a way kind of feel guilty about it, because there are so many people that do not have what I have. And I also feel like, for everything that I've had, why am I not further? Why am I not further along? But I will say, look at where I am despite everything, the hardships and the cruelty I've endured and the work that I've put in and doing it for 10 years, Look, I do have a lot, not as much as I wish I had. I mean, look at we call him my baby brother, but look at Eric, 26 years old, making $20,000 more than when I was his age, and no hope for even the possibility of owning anything for who knows how long, who knows, and only because he gets to live at home can he save, There are just so many things that make everything harder. And I'm not saying that I have it easier or harder. I'm just saying that, people look at you from the outside and they make judgments, and they don't know everything that you've gone through or how you got to be where you are. And I'm excited for the future. This past year was a year of healing. I needed that. And obviously I still need to heal a little bit. It was a long time of trauma. I don't know what else to tell you. And, but in that year of healing, I found that it was also good for me to do things that were for me. And this year, I'm finally starting to do things that I used to do, that I used to love, like makeup and, being around people for a really long time. Even now, I struggle with being around people. It's really hard for me. And there's nothing wrong with that. Of course, I'm saying that because that's what I'm experiencing. But it's also good to have people and that support, and and just know that people are there for you and just there, But anyway, I was just reflecting on everything. That one comment just summed everything up and was like, why didn't you start this journey sooner? And honestly, why didn't I, right? Because I always thought that if I quit teaching if I quit my career, I was a failure. But what I've come to learn is that there are no failures. There's only lessons. And it was a long lesson. And I'm still learning a lot from that and just life in general. And if you ever feel like you're struggling or you're not where you're supposed to be or where you're meant to be, those feelings are valid. It's hard. Life is hard. Being alive is easy. Living it is hard. But, I am so glad that instead of choosing to not wake up, that I chose to continue, because I have never been more excited about the future now. So this is, I decided, a year of thriving. Last year was healing. This year, we thrive. So we're going to go to the mall and have fun and get ready for another adventure. So cheers to thriving. So this first store was called Windsor, and so I found these leather look-alike lace-up pants. I loved the flare. They actually zippered in the back, and then I paired it with an all-black bodysuit, because you know how I love my bodysuits. So I paired the same bodysuit with a shorts version of it, and I liked it. It's just, they're all right. They're not, I feel like I have better ones. So then I have this, all right, so this denim jacket I actually saw on AliExpress with the skirt. So then I realized that maybe a lot of this stuff is from AliExpress. So it was nice to actually see it in person before I actually bought anything. And then, oh my God, okay, so this cute little romper I feel like is so sexy. Hubby wanted me to try it with this cute this satin bomber jacket, which I thought was cute, but I had an idea and then I wanted to pair it with this instead, which is, oh my God, the cozy vibes. Like, it is so perfect for like spring into summer. Yeah, here for it. I didn't really find any winners, but then we went to Express and okay, so I found this super sparkly skirt, which I loved, but it was one size too small, so you didn't really get to appreciate the ruching it had on the side. It was an extra small, but I really loved this sweater, so I decided to pair it with this gorgeous tall white skirt that you see over there. But yeah, and this sweater is so soft. So wait until you see this white skirt. Oh my God. Obsessed. And that slit, stop. Are you kidding me right now? Yeah, no, this is 100% a winner for me. I loved the way it looked. I loved the way it felt. I loved the way I felt in it. Like, just so cute. But then I had one more top that I wanted to try. And the idea was there, but I just didn't feel flattering to me. It was okay. I knew I had already had a winner with the sweater, but you know me and sparkles, so we had to try it. But yeah, anyway, all right. Yeah, that was it's been a day. It's been a situation, but listen, everything I said still stands, and we still managed to have fun today, so let's continue to thrive. Tomorrow I get my mani-pedi. Tomorrow I go to my sister's, and then the next day we fly to Paradise. I'm making pasta right now, so ignore that. But anyway, I hope you had an amazing day, and thank you so much for spending time with me today. Truly, like, actually spending time with me. And let's continue to thrive, and let's make this year the best one yet. Cheers to that. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Until next time.